Coming to Vietnam could be very exciting, but also confusing. Whether you're just traveling here or if you're even moving here to stay here long term, these are 6 tips you need to know before coming to Vietnam. If you don't know these, it could make or break your entire stay. Tip number 1, cash is king. Get a good ATM, learn the exchange rate, and learn how to use Vietnamese money. I just go based off the fact that one US dollar is 25,000 VND. So if something is 125,000 VND, that's going to be about 5 US dollars. You can use this rule, and also a lot of places do accept QR code and tap to pay and credit cards, but they're normally going to charge a 3% fee almost every single time. Also, you don't want to get your money exchanged at the airport. I came here with $200 USD in cash. They gave me a good exchange rate, but they're going to try to lowball you. They're going to try to scam you. And if you're not aware, you could easily fall for this trick. And these are going to be the 2 bills you want the most. It's going to be about 20 US dollars. This is going to be about 2 US dollars. The main thing is make sure you have some 500s and some 50s. A lot of places can't break a 500, so it's very good to go with 50s, especially if what you're paying for is only 150 to 200. I will say the 10K VND also looks like the 200K. You have to be very careful, as well as the 500K looks like the 20K. So make sure you're paying attention and not overpaying or underpaying for certain items. And a bonus is that money here does go far, but don't overspend because it's really easy to do so. Also, tipping is not mandatory, but it is a kind gesture you can do a few times a week. You don't want to carry all your cash at once or put all your money on your ATM. You want to leave some money back in your home banks. What I did was I had my own bank account as well as another bank account in my mom's name. I split my money between both accounts, and I only pull out about $120 a week worth of VND, and that gets me through the entire week. Tip 2 is transportation. The easiest way to get around here is Grab. You can rent a motorbike for as little as 60, 80. You can also buy a motorbike for as little as 800. If you're just traveling, it's going to be Grab or Green SM. I have both of them, and I can actually compare the prices, as well as one of them normally has a discount. A Grab right here can cost as low as 15,000 or even 10,000 VND, which is going to be about 40 cents. It depends on how far you're going, how bad the traffic is, and what the weather is looking like. But don't worry about getting around here, because I take about 5-6 Grabs a day, and I still spend under $5 a day on transportation. Very good deal compared to America, right? Even then, if you do get a motorbike, insurance and gas here is also extremely affordable, because you can fill up your entire motorbike gas tank off of less than 10 US dollars. And when you do need to get an occasional car, if you're going grocery shopping, that's also not that expensive. A 50-minute car ride only cost me about $5.50 USD. But one more thing is, you can walk almost everywhere. I walked right here, and I'm standing right in front of a pharmacy. Within 15 minutes, I walked past gyms, pharmacies, spas, salons, haircuts, street foods, everything you need, convenience stores. So even if you don't want to get a Grab everywhere, I promise you, if you walk for just 15 minutes, you can be anywhere you need. And this is what gets me into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be location is everything. When I went to Da Nang, my hotel was in a very bad location all the way outside the city center, so everything I had to do was 30 minutes away. Location can really affect how you view your trip, because I wanted to go home early and I just didn't like my trip in general. See how your location can change your entire mood about a city, when really it was just that one area. Because if I would have been in the city center, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more, just like everybody else who goes to Da Nang. But that's for any city in Vietnam. Even here in Saigon, I live in Saigon and my apartment is close to everything. I can walk 15 minutes and pass pharmacies, spas, salons. Same thing with hotels. Hotels and Airbnbs can be in the middle of nowhere, so whether you're traveling or renting, you want to make sure you find an apartment or hotel that fits your needs. If you go to the gym a lot, if you go to the pharmacy, if you need to be really close to a doctor or whatever your hobbies are, you want to make sure you're within walking distance or only a 5, 10, 15-minute Grab ride. Tip number 4 is going to be, don't be afraid to try the street food. You can find tons of food, snacks, convenience stores, all within a walking distance from your apartment. I mean, I only walked 4 minutes and I'm right next to a convenience store, and there's tons of banh mi's, pho's, and you're only going to spend a lot more money as well. Get engraved in the culture, learn the aunties, and try some street food. If you don't, you're going to regret your trip and wish you would have tried more. My personal favorites are Kum Tam Bu Cha Pho and Banh Mi, but you can try plenty of snacks for less than $2, some even less than $1. You could get food off of a $1.90 Comtam, or you can go get some American food for $6, $7, $8. It's up to you, but one of them will break your trip and one of them will make your trip. You choose wisely. Tip number 5 is going to be probably the most important tip here, and that's going to be communication. Two absolute must know what ifs are going to be WhatsApp and Facebook. Those are going to be an absolute must, as well as an additional can be Zalo. A lot of people here use Zalo, Facebook, and WhatsApp, but Facebook is where you're going to find all your social groups, all your apartment groups, all your expat community groups. Facebook is going to be what you use to find all your everyday activities, as well as some people prefer to use Zalo over WhatsApp, but both Zalo and WhatsApp are going to be good just for talking to your landlord, talking to whoever, maybe your barber, whatever, and just making friends, texting family back home. Facebook is also going to be good for that. So when it comes to communication or just finding groups here or talking to people that you need to reach out to, Facebook, Zalo, and WhatsApp. But Facebook and WhatsApp are going to be the two must-haves, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't have Facebook and WhatsApp, you will not enjoy your trip. You're only making it harder on yourself. And speaking of communication, tip number 6 is going to be buy a eSIM before you arrive. You want an eSIM that's going to give you the ability to talk or log into certain platforms as soon as you land here in the airport, because when you first get here, that airport, even with the airport Wi-Fi, it's non-existent. If you don't have data or service, you're pretty much done. You're going to get lost in the airport. And the data they try to sell you at the airport, it's all scams. It's all overpaying for just a little bit of gigabytes per day. Also, just a heads up here, there's no such thing as a unlimited data or unlimited. There's no such thing as that. Here, you normally pay for the day. So you're going to do 8 gigabytes per day for 30 days or 10 gigabytes per day for 90 days, or you understand the concept. So then you have to go and pay again at the end of every month or 3 months, whatever term you choose. But I use my phone all day, every day, and 5 gigabytes is perfectly enough for me. But you could do more. I mean, I did upgrade my last time to 8 gigabytes, but it was way cheaper than what I paid at the airport for just 5 a day, even though I don't use all 5 per day. That's just the concept. You can pay for more even though you won't use it because it's just so cheap, or you can say, okay, I'll just pay for what I need, and maybe if it runs out, once or twice out of the entire 30 days you have it, because it's off a per day basis, 5 gigabytes per day, it's okay, you have Wi-Fi. As well, there is free Wi-Fi almost everywhere. Any restaurant, cafe, pharmacy, convenience store, malls, markets, whatever. There's going to be free Wi-Fi everywhere. So most people here, they do only get like a 3 or 5 gigabytes per day, and then whenever they're out somewhere, they just use the Wi-Fi. That way they're not using up their gigabytes for their data. That's just how it is, but it is very affordable. It's very cheap. You can do what I did. I got 8 gigabytes per day for $14 for 30 days. So that's 50 cents per day for, I'm not even going to use all 8.